lineup for the Timberwolves. Randall and Reed holding down the post spot. Edwards in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Devin Vassell. Johnson is out there with Fox. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. The GA, we've got a marquee matchup in this one. 2 Western Conference powerhouses.
And for all we know, this could be a future playoff.
Connects again from distance.
He's been hitting threes at a very...
Wembanyama, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Now Reed. And the layup's good off the glass.
You can't allow Reed to get that kind of...
He just basically missed something.
Dosunmu's shot is off. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. The kick out to Fox. Pass to Champagnie. 6 to shoot. For 3, Vassell. And again for 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Here's Edwards. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Raleigh had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. For 3, Vassell. Good on the 3-point shot. Vassell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Dosunmu, the pass to DiVincenzo. And he comes up with the deuce.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Johnson. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Reed. Kyle Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. Bones Highland is checked in for Dosunmu. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Anderson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Right on target.
Right wing. Shoots from the corner. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Edwards inside. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Champagnie. Good on the triple. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Anderson with the screen for Conley. And it's Wembanyama over Anderson. And the Spurs scoring again.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Pass to Highland. No good on the triple. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Anderson. Fox takes to Harper. Over Conley. And Harper the bucket on the assist by Fox.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the 3-point shot has been big for them. We've got more. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Spurs.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. And there's Harper. Then it's Luke Cornett. And it's Waters in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Harper. Banked in off the glass. Harper's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Spurs.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
And great when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team, fairly deep, with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Gobert against Harper. Outside for Randall. Connects from three-point range. Randall's got 7.
Well, Randall was lined up and ready to go. The moment the ball hit his fingers, he got it into his shot motion.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. San Antonio making the switch here. Johnson's checked in. Joe Ingles is checked in for the Timberwolves. Vassell, the pass to Johnson. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Coming into this having notched to win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's Harper. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
Conley with the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. San Antonio's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ballgame. Harper kicks to Cornett. And here's Vassell. Good. Another from 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Oh, up the history charts. He climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in the season. Absolutely amazing. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Edwards comes in for Joe Ingles. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Bones Highland. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I don't think the defense was ready for DiVincenzo to get assertive like that. Dunking right on top of him there. Oops, upside your head.
Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Dosunmu. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Johnson.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Reid. And Reid throws it down.
Once Reid saw he had room, he went right up with authority.
San Antonio leading by 5. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence. And it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Man can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Randall from outside. That's good. And it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
And here's Vassell. And again for 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most threes in a season.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now So here's Dosumu, covered by Johnson. Reed, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
Spurs leading by 4. Harper the pass to Johnson. Back to Harper. For the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. There's Anthony.
Oh, yes, sir.
Wow.
Come on, bring it.
Finley blocked that cornet.
When Edwards is coming at you with a full head of steam, well, you're in trouble.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Here's Harper. And here's Vassell from the arc. Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
36. Please direct your attention to center and get ready.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
They look great on offense. The ball is flying around. Guys are getting open. It's enjoyable to watch, especially for those of us who are brought up playing the game this way.
Let's look now and see how teams stack up across the league. It's our latest power rankings.
You look at the Timberwolves, they're holding steady near the top of the rankings. Definitely one of the better teams here at the midway point.
In position to make some noise come playoff time. We'll see. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within
there with Dosumu. And it's Reed in at the center position. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Randall. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And 12 points for Julius Randle. Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt. And that wing position feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Edwards can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Fox finds Vassell. And the 3 off target. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. And again, it's Minnesota.
Randall doesn't necessarily have to get to the bucket to be effective. He can just face you up from mid-range and do damage.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. San Antonio's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Vassell on the wing. The 3. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 5 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Fox. And a missed play.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
An NBA champion with the Bucks. Clark, what do you think about Dante DiVincenzo?
Boy, the guy's a winner. I mean, I think about his spectacular performance in the championship game back in 2018. And then he plays hard all the time. I mean, he's willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win. And his defense and three-point shooting bring great value to his team.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Edwards. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. Here's Wembanyama. no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
1:56 left here in the third quarter. Johnson, the pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Reed and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. That's 8 points for Victor Wembanyama. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Harper is checked in for Johnson. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert is checked in for Reed. Kyle Anderson comes in for Randall. Bones Highland is checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. And stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
Outside for Wembanyama. Over Edwards. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Anderson, a screen on Fox. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Back to Conley. Second shot opportunity.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Champagny passes to Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Shannon. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we got a great game here.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
It just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Devin Vassell has been on display for San Antonio. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Johnson is out there with Hood. Then it's Luke Cornett. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Barnes, and it's a 3. That's the San Antonio 5. On the wing, Johnson. The tray. Cranes it from beyond the arc. And the Spurs lead by 4.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Randall outside. Wide open look. That's in there. Conley with the assist. 16 points for Julius Randle.
Randle, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Edwards, he's checked in for Clark. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Bounce pass Conley. Randall dishes to Conley. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Defense is
Conley, he's so crafty with that left hand of his. The veteran knows his way around the hoop.
Harper's shot is good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Randall. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Johnson. Now Randall, and here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And the Spurs with some changes. Champagne's checked in, and it's Vassell in for Harrison Barnes. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for Bones Highland. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here is Wembanyama. Outside, Vassell puts up the 3. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping it from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
Edwards. Fox with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Vassell. Good. Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And it's Fox with the ball for this. And stolen by Vassell. And here's the break. 1:19 left here in the fourth quarter. Good. Another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping.
Forget, he's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Here's DiVincenzo. Now Reid. Clock at 6. The 3 doesn't go.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for San Antonio.
And the big difference here was accuracy from 3-point range. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy it.
Good. Another from 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is quite simple, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for...
Jurassic. Oh, no for the rigmarole, we kick pros, stub toes, I suppose you might know. Hit the block, then you flock. Time's up, now you're about to get. Aye! Spicy like pepper, 1-2 stepper, laid back, motivated, running
40.
Should I assist you or do you get the picture? If you don't budge, I'm gonna have to hit
Okay, Chelsea got. Okay.
the laces loose and fist.
Oh, say does that.
And the NBA always with a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Grant.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Here are the starters for Utah. Jaren Jackson out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Bailey. Then there's George. And it's Kessler in at the 5. Down low. Vassell's shot is good.
Always ready and willing to fire Vassell from the corner.
Fox against George. Rebound by San Antonio. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Vassell with the rebound.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Castle, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. George with it. Fox picks him up. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Markkanen. The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range. Markkanen's got 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Vassell's shot is good.
What a great start. They've only missed one thus far.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen finishes that with authority. Look out below.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Jaren Jackson Jr. was the topic, and coach was impressed by the tape. He said, the more I watch of Jaren, the more I'm convinced he's the best defensive player in the league. He does so much for their team, and we're going to have to be hyper-aware of his weak side help tonight. Coach isn't alone on that appraisal. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And San Antonio making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Jackson finds some space. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio leading by 4. Pass to Champagne. From deep, Wembanyama. Rebounded by the Jazz. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
B.A., I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one-draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. He's really been spectacular lately. Here's your Western Conference Player of the Week, Devin Vassell.
When you think about everything he's done on the offensive end, he's more than deserving of this award. He put his team on his back when it came to putting points on the board.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. A nice shot by Filipowski.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Fox, the pass to Champagne. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. There's the triple, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Fox. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Filipowski down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. Collier, no good. And it's a Spurs ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And here's Fox. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. And Harper gets it to go.
Yeah, from three-point range, Harper's a confident shooter. He can be streaky, but usually in a good way.
Here's Sensabaugh. Rebounded by Johnson.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
The floater. Nice shot by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
I'm going to blow their ass up. Good.
Welcome back to our NBA coverage on this very special MLK Day. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
So the Utah 5 right now. Yusuf Nurkic is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Collier. Then there's George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought to the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back to you, Brian.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Collier. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Filipowski sets a screen to the right side. Back to George. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
And here's a timeout for Mitch Johnson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. Here's Harper. Pass to Cornette. Vassell outside. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 15. Here's George. And he makes it on the layup. George has got 6 points.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
Castle attacking. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Some room here for George. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Give him 8 points now.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Kessler, he's checked in for Nurkic. Jackson comes in for Filipowski. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh. And Bailey subbed in for Collier. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. It's Markkanen in the paint.
Well, get the ball and go to work. Markkanen using his size to great effect inside.
Harper passes to Vassell. Launches it. And again, for three.
His shooting has been something that we rarely see, and he's sustained it all year long.
Wow, what a ride he is on as he closes in on second place on the single-season three-point leaderboard.
And he's already surpassed Curry's mark from 2019. Next up is James Harden's total from that season, 378.
They get it back. Castle outside. Five to shoot. Back to Cornet. Spurs need to get one up here. From deep, Harper. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Castle. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. For three, Vassell. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
I just love the ball boy.
George outside. Markkanen outside. The Jazz again can't hit. Spurs lead by 23. Pass to Vassell. From deep. It goes again. His sixth basket in 7 tries.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And Utah calls time here. And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornet. Champagny comes in for Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Pass to Bailey. Jackson for three. And the three-pointer goes. Jackson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Castle outside. Now here's Vassell. Fires the three, and San Antonio hits again from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Collier. He's covered by Fox. Pass to Jackson. Knocked away. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Just a load to deal with inside. When Jackson Jr. goes up strong, he puts the defense in difficult situations.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Wembanyama with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Stolen by Kessler. Pass to Collier. Throws it up high, and finished off by Kessler.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Over Fox. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's San Antonio with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Utah Jazz.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much, Ernie.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
You look at the Jazz, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve, just isn't there. That worries me. I'm starting to feel like this team needs a culture change.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And again, happy Martin Luther King Day as we return to the court here on 2K Sports. You look at Devin Vassell, he's been playing really well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And thanks for staying with us, folks, for our MLK Day broadcast of NBA action. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 4 spot. They're the group for Mitch Johnson starting the second half. Here's Bailey. Yet to see a basket. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Back to Fox. Pass to Castle. San Antonio moving the ball around. The 3-ball. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Castle. Vassell's got 24 points.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And here's Markkanen from the arc. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
First personal foul. First team foul. Devin Vassell.
No good on that one.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
And the second free throw is good. And for the Jazz, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Markkanen from long range. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
Now a timeout called by Utah. Glimpse of who's out ahead in the All-Star voting.
I'm sure the fans and the players are eager for an update.
You take a look at Vassell. He's being counted among the top 10 players in the Western Conference as votes continue to pour in.
I'm sure he's honored to have a spot on the list, but you know what he's really eyeing is a spot in the starting lineup.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. Now here's George. Give him 8. Pass to Markkanen. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Castle. For San Antonio, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Fox goes in. Rebounded by the Jazz. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. Here's Bailey. And he slams it in one-handed.
Strong finish by Bailey. Here's a guy who wants to slam it.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. All right, we got a chance now to see how the starters and bench match up scoring-wise tonight for the Jazz. George scanning the floor. Misses a three.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Castle for three. San Antonio again can't hit. Utah has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Markkanen against Vassell. Back to Markkanen. To the inside. And George with the basket on the assist by Markkanen. George has got 10 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by George. The Jazz have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Markkanen. That's short off the rim.
This guy just simply can't find his rhythm, and sometimes that happens.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lowry Mark, good! Another from 3.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him, as they have all season long.
And with his performance, he is now tied for second for the most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019. 378 triples shared for now.
Well, this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And San Antonio making a change here. Johnson's checked in. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Filipowski comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Sensabaugh is checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for George. And it's Utah with the ball. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
Well, this offense certainly thrives when he's knocking those down.
Castle on the wing. Rebounded by Nurkic.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Nurkic a screen on Castle. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Castle. Pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Filipowski. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Whenever it's Johnson slamming it, we can feel it over here.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Markkanen from long range. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Johnson's got 8 points.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. San Antonio on top, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Assist goes to...
And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. They've got Kyle Filipowski, Keontae George out there with Collier. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Here's Nurkic, deflected. Here's Harper, pass to Bryant. Launches it from deep, and again, it's San Antonio with a 3. And we have an injury here. That does not look good.
And I'll tell you, that's the very last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
Williams is checked in for Utah. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier. Drilled from 11 feet out. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Harper passes to Barnes. Here's Harper. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
There's the drive. Offensive rebound. Kicks it to George. Inside. Here's Williams. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Williams has got his first 2 points.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And there's the screen. There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
Waters is checked in for Bryant. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Jackson comes in for Williams. Markkanen's checked in for Sensible, and Bailey subbed in for Collier.
Yeah, Harper really had to force his way through. No one gives rookies an easy time out there.
George for 3. San Antonio with a rebound. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Harper misses. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Markkanen. Utah with another miss. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Harper misses. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Second team.
That's good for Markkanen.
Obviously, we've seen Lowry Markkanen make a considerable leap. This guy goes from role player to all-star talent.
A different look for San Antonio. Plumlee's checked in for Cornette, and it's Jones in for Waters.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
McLaughlin, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Now to the lineup for San Antonio.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth, final quarter here. For 3, George keeps it alive. Plumlee pulls down the board. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Now here's Markkanen. Beyond the arc. Utah with another miss.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Devin Vassell.
Boy, it's not just the scoring he gave them. It was the efficiency with which he did it.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
What confidence from Jackson there. Just taking it right at the defense and overpowering them.
Olenek's checked in for McLaughlin. And the free throw, no good. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Johnson for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson.